Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Game Changer. This is Chriso, and welcome to my channel. And this week's video is about faith and all about faith. Now, there are four things that I want to cover. One is like, what is faith? Why do we how does it come? Why do we need it? How much do we need it? What is faith? How does it come? Why do we need it? How much do we need it? So, coming to the point, the first question is, what is faith? So let's see from the Word of God, what is faith? The Word of God says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Let me repeat it again for you all. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And the scripture portion is Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. The reason I'm saying is I want you to check it out on your own. You shouldn't be going with what everybody says, but you need to have that own self thing to get into the Word of God and seek God. Yeah, so now coming to the first point, like, what is faith? Is it's a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, which means that you know it's going to happen because there is hope inside of you that it's going to happen. Now, if people come and say, like, prove it to me, because when you're believing something, there will be thousands of doubts that the enemy wants to put into your head, showing all your weaknesses, showing all your circumstances, and how it's not going to work out. But faith is something, I don't look at my situations, I don't look at my weaknesses. I know God is stronger than everything. And I know it's going to happen because the Word of God says the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. So it is a substance of hope which you cannot show to the world, but you know in your spirit that is going to happen because you trust in the Lord. And the second question that was there is, how does it come? Now, if we see from the Word of God, it says, now, so then faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. Let me repeat it again. Now, then, faith comes by hearing, and hearing the Word of God. That is Romans chapter 10, verse 17. So, if you want to, like, grow in faith, you need to keep hearing the Word of God, reading the Word of God, like listening to the Word of God. It because Word of God builds inside of you, it builds your spirit. So let's just see, like, I want to give you this example. So what, like, if we say, like, you have like food like 3 days back, and then it's been a week, you didn't have any food, and you tell, like, oh, I had food last week, so I don't have to have food this week. Now, will your body be able to, like, take that? No, right? Like, because it is the fuel that keeps it strong. You start to become weak, you start to become lethargic, you start to feel giddy, and all those things start to happen because your body needs that energy for your survival. So that's what is faith to your spirit. It's a food. Word of God is a food to your spirit, because just like your body needs that food, the Word of God is for your spirit, which will help you grow, which will help you mature, which will help you see things in a different perspective. And if you, like, just like you don't feed your body, then it'll start to like become weak. Your spirit starts to become weak, like you start to feel low, you start to get depressed, you start to get anxious, you start to get anxious, you start to get insecure, you start to get jealous, and all kinds of things start to happen just because you're not feeding your spirit. And how do you feed your spirit? How to grow in faith is by reading the Word of God and hearing the Word of God, listening to your Word of God, because that is what is food to your spirit. And the last two questions is, why do you need it and how much do you need it? Now, this what the Word of God says in Matthew chapter 17 verse 20 is, if you have faith as much as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it'll move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Okay, Okay, yeah, one second. I was just trying to, yeah. So if you have faith as much as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. Now, you might be wondering what is the size of a mustard seed and all that. Like, I just put a picture. I wanted to show you all. Now, this is what a mustard seed is. Yeah. Can you like? Yeah. Now that's how small a mustard seed is. And God is expecting you to have that small seed to move the mountain in your life. Now you might be like thinking, oh, what do you mean? Like, you want me to move Himalayas with this seed? Just take a break. What I'm talking about is just matter of spirit. What I'm talking about is that mountain that is not allowing you to see beyond your what's going on in your life. Now that is a mountain. It could be like, maybe you're stuck in your career, it could be you're stuck in your relationship, or it could be like anything. Maybe like you death of your loved ones, or maybe a sickness, or I don't know what is your mountain. Now those were the mountains I had in my life before, but then what I mean to say is each time it's a new mountain, and each time I am more than a conqueror. Okay, that was like too much, but I like being too much because I've got a God who will do too much for me. Isn't it nice? Yeah. So what was I saying was, you need to have faith as much as a mustard seed, which is like so small, to move a big mountain in your life. So little faith with action can move mountains in your life. I do not know what is your mountain, but all I want you to know is through faith you can move that mountain. You don't have to feel depressed, you don't have to feel insecure, you don't have to feel sitting there that you need help of somebody else, because the truth is, you having faith will make you get up from that situation and put yourself into action. So that is what is faith about. And the word of God says it is impossible to please God without faith. If you want to move the heart of God towards you, you need to have that faith, because it is faith that pleases God. So that is what my channel is all about, that you walk by faith and not by sight, that you walk in hope even when your situations and circumstances don't feel like they are like giving fuel to you to go anything further, when your situations and circumstances don't seem like proving to you of what you are believing. You have a God who can turn your situation around. So that is the power of God, and that's why we believe in God. And I know some people will come, prove it to me. But the thing is, you don't have to waste your time trying to prove them. All you have to do is believe, because when it happens, you don't have to prove it, it would have been proven to them. So what I want you to know is, have faith, walk in faith, live in faith, even if it's as much as a mustard seed. Just step forward in faith and you will see mountains move, because that small seed is able to become such a big tree. So you can see the power of a mustard seed. That's what is the power of your faith. Even little faith. You might look at others and be like, oh, I'm not so strong with them. God is not comparing you with them. God is saying for you in your situation, just have faith as much as a mustard seed, and I will turn everything around for you. So have faith in whatever situations you're going through. Know with God's strength you can move this mountain, because nothing is impossible with God. Love you all. See you all next week. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the like button if you like my video, and subscribe to my channel, and there's a bell button next to it. Click on it if you want to be updated as soon as I upload my videos. And love you all. And today's Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday, so it's kind of a weekend mood. And yeah, I need to get back to my mom soon. She's waiting for me downstairs. So bye, love you all.